Hi everybody, it's Olinsalot again, and I'm going to do another thought chain. This is my thought chain. It's a technique where my mom taught me when I was a kid to draw pictures of whatever comes to mind to help you be more creative. And since this is my eye, it's kind of bloodshot. Not because I do drugs or anything, but because when I woke up this morning I was really cranky and tired and my eyes were kind of bloodshot because I hate mornings. Anyway, when I got up this morning I got ready to go to church, and when I looked outside I was kind of shocked because outside of our little house there was tons of snow everywhere. And I'm talking lots of snow, so much that our little crappy red car was pretty much buried in the snow, and so was the house. Took a long time to dig out. But that reminds me this time when I was a kid and I was walking home from school, and all these other kids were at this church building and they were up on the roof, and there's this big mound of soft snow down on the ground, and they were jumping off the roof and going wee and doing tricks down into the snow, and everyone was having fun. So I thought that looks cool. So I climbed up on the roof, and I'm kind of bigger than most of those other kids. So when I jumped off it was really fun, but when I tried to get out of the snow I realized that there was a problem. I was stuck, and all these kids were looking at me while I was asking them for help, but it was I don't know how to get that fat kid out of the snow. So I was stuck in the snow. I told my friend to go get my dad. So he said okay, and he left. And I sat there in the snow in the freezing cold, and a good hour went by and he never came back. Because I guess he knocked on the door and no one was there. So I started to cry, and this kid who was a big nerd that I used to pick on was the only one that was nice enough to come and dig me out. I guess that's what I get, and a big lesson that I learned about being mean to kids who are actually really nice. Another story that reminds me of for some reason is this little white truck that my friend had. It was a Toyota, but we all called it the Rice Rocket because it was really fast, and it was just a little junker pickup that we used to take doing jumps and going off-roading in the snow and stuff. Anyway, on the way into town from my friend's house, we used to drive on this road and go really fast, and at this intersection out in the country there was this big jump in the middle of the intersection. And if you went fast it was an epic jump. And so we used to take his pickup and go for these joyrides and do all kinds of cool stuff and go off of that jump. And so one day we got the idea we were going to go faster than we ever went before and go as fast as that little truck would go. And my friend Kurt, he was like, okay, sounds good, man. So we got in the truck. We drove really fast. But when we hit that jump, we went a lot higher than we anticipated. And after we hit the jump, our heads kind of hit the top of the cab of the truck. And I smacked my head really hard, and he smacked his head really hard on the top. But what was really scary was that the steering wheel came off while we were in the air. And it was really scary because what we didn't realize is that after you go off of that jump, on the side of the road, there was a big ditch. It was pretty much like a ditch of death. And we barely missed that ditch of death. So I guess the lesson that I learned from this today is that your friends can sometimes maybe kill you, but nerds, I don't know. They're not your friends, but I guess they're helpful. So that's the end of this thought chain for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I do this every Sunday, so if you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks, dude. And just remember that I love you. At least that's what this old pig-nosed tranny with a heart-shaped eye patch wants to say to you. See ya.